So if you're wondering what it's like to start vet school online, I'm going to take you behind the scenes right now. Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Stacy. I am a first-year veterinary student at the University of Arizona here in Tucson. Now, as the rest of the world is continuing to live online, so is med school, whether that's veterinary school or human medical school. We're going to be utilizing a platform called VetMedHub, where we will have access to all of our academics moving forward, and even if we do return to an in-person platform, this will still be what we use for the next 3 years. Now, if you didn't already know, that's one of the key differences about the University of Arizona. It's a 3-year program versus 4. It's not because we're learning less, it's because we are skipping summers entirely. So we will go straight through for 3 years, and we will also be taking the NAVLE while we are still in school that 3rd year, so we will actually graduate as licensed clinicians, which is pretty cool. All right, let's dive into VetMedHub. Okay, so this is the VetMedHub platform. There's a lot of features within this that I will just give high-level overview instead of going into the really nitty-gritty detail, but let's take a look at some of the most important things. As you can see, today is Monday and orientation starts this Wednesday. Those are completely full days, all of it being online, but they will include all the things that you would expect to experience in an orientation and being inducted into a school such as College of Veterinary Medicine. We won't be partaking in some of the more traditional aspects of orientation, such as a white coat ceremony. For obvious reasons, with the pandemic, everything has been curtailed, so we might get to have a white coat ceremony in the spring. We'll see. After Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's orientation, we do have a special event on Saturday morning, which I'm really excited about. Because Arizona is extremely rich in Native American culture, they have invited a Native American group of people to offer a blessing to us as students, as well as the school. Over here on the far left, you can see the title My Communities, and these are all of the clubs and student organizations that I personally am involved in. Some of the more self-explanatory links, admin, courses, curriculum, communities, etc. I'm not going to dive too deep into those, but I do want to show you guys the course tab. So let's dive into that. All right, so this view is going to show you all 3 years of the curriculum. And as I mentioned in the very beginning, you can see that summer schedule where we do have classes. And then if you look at year 3, you'll notice that we have the NAVLE preparation listed that we will be engaged in to prepare for that exam. If you're watching this on your smartphone, this might be too small of print, but I will just verbally tell you what these classes are. For this fall semester, starting on the 24th, we'll be in Foundations, Clinical Logic in Doctoring, Professional Skills, Self-Defense, and Clinical Skills. Now, the self-defense always gets a lot of raised eyebrows. That is not a martial arts, but that is what they have called immunology. Okay, and finally, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the calendar. This is our first week of school that you're looking at right here. Now, even though the majority of our classes will be online, there are in-person classes that we will be attending, such as lab, anatomy lab, as well as clinical skills will be the 2 that we will meet in person for. I happen to be in the Wednesday group, and we will be discussing the power of observation this first week. One of the other aspects of this particular curriculum is that it is a problem-based learning environment. While I'm chatting, I'll just scroll through this calendar so you can get a glimpse of what the first semester is going to look like. So problem-based learning means that instead of spending 8 hours a day sitting in lecture, we might have a little less seat time, as you can see some of these times displayed here, but that simply means that as soon as class is over, we then tackle whatever cases we've been given with our classmates. So we would be given, say, a case on a dog with a particular issue. We meet as a group, discuss what we think that diagnoses might be and any therapeutic interventions that we would like to use, and then be prepared to discuss and defend that in class the next day, or depending on how many days they give us. But that style of learning means that we hit the ground running, learning how to not only engage with each other and collaborate, but also how to engage critical thinking and put it into action plans. And that's something that I'm really excited about to be experiencing within the first week of veterinary school. In most traditional veterinary colleges, I certainly cannot speak for all of them, you don't typically get exposed to the clinical hands-on portion with case studies your first semester. Often it's reserved for more of your third or fourth year. Now, again, I can't speak for all vet schools, so that could be happening in some of them. But at this particular school, I can tell you that from week 1, we will be engaging in hands-on learning with animals as well as case-based scenarios. You're looking at orientation here, which I'm going to experience in 48 hours, and I'm actually less than 48 hours, and I am super excited. But that will give you an idea of what I will be staring at for the next several months in the first semester. Okay, so that in a nutshell is the VetMedHub platform that we're going to be using. I'm going to try to bring you as close to the classroom experience as I possibly can, and of course, if I can bring you even further than that, and maybe down at the agricultural center, I will. Don't know if that's allowed, so I'll do the best I can. At the very least, you can follow my story on Instagram, where it's a lot easier to post more often, and you can find me at Farfetched Vet Student. Otherwise, stay tuned for videos, and I will upload them as often as I can. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. If you have any videos you'd like to see me make, put those down there as well. I will read every comment, and I certainly will answer every question that I possibly can. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I actually do post another video. And in the meantime, stay safe.